Hello, Quilt artisans. My name is Shonda, and welcome to my channel, Under the Needle. So, guys, God doesn't want me to have a car. He just doesn't. All right. So let me back up and explain. So this video is going to be a little different. It's going to be part haul, part life update. Right? I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'll try to keep it to 20 minutes, but every time I say that, it never works out, and the video ends up being double. So we'll see what happens today. So, as y'all know, or if you don't know, um, last year, May, my fiance and I were coming back from Georgia, car hydroplanes. We go sideways up an embankment, right? His car has never been the same. Okay, it's never been the same. Then, after that, I had a situation where with my car, it was September of last year, and I'm leaving my home, and a woman runs the stop sign and slams into me in the middle of the intersection. I kind of go flying. So basically, I was coming this way in the intersection, and she was coming this way, and she hit the tire of my car, and caused me to spin, totaled my vehicle, right? Because the frame was bent, car's totaled. Then I got a cash car because I didn't want a car payment. My car was already paid off. I did not want a car payment because I have a 2-year plan to, pay off my debts. And so adding a car payment in the mix just didn't fit that plan. So I decided, okay, no, not going to do that. Not going to buy something. I'm just going to get a cash car. So I did. Got the car. We're going to Georgia. This was Thanksgiving, I believe. Yeah, so we're on our way to Georgia for Thanksgiving. My car the transmission, like the car stops working, right? We have to get picked up. We got to get a tow. Turns out with that particular vehicle, they are known for having issues with their transmission. Also with that vehicle, it's a 2013 Nissan Rogue with all-wheel drive. But we happen to know someone who was a tech at Nissan, and they told us about a hack for the car. And they were like, as long as you keep the transmission fluid below a certain level, then the car won't act up and you'll be fine. So they did that. They did a full transmission flush and put it at the level where it needed to be. And the car was fine after that. The car ran fine. No problems. So then after that, so then fast forward, we were going back to Georgia, over the weekend. My fiance's dad, he had a stroke last year, and his sister, who takes care of his dad, was taking a vacation, and she needed someone to watch their dad while she was on vacation. So, he came up here and he spent a couple weeks with us. And we were going to keep him a little bit longer, but then there was a death in the family on my fiance's side. Somebody had passed away, and we're like, okay, so we're going down for the funeral. It just makes sense to bring him down with us now, and just take him home now, because he can't stay here while we go to the funeral. So we have to take him there anyway. So if we got to take him to Georgia anyway, there's no point in bringing him back with us, right? So we take him down there. Everything is fine, because I'm scared the entire ride down, because the last time we rode that car to Georgia, that's when we had the transmission issue. So I'm like, please, Jesus, let everything be okay this time, right? I'm sorry about that. So it's fine. We get down there, everything's good. Car has no issues. We're fine. So we go to the funeral on Monday, and we're leaving the church to go to the burial ground. So we're riding in the processional, and and my fiance is not paying attention at all to the road. And I had looked down for a moment, and when I looked up, I noticed that we were going way too fast based upon where the car in front of us was. And I knew it was inevitable. There was no way we were going to be able to slow down that fast. So I looked up and I just said, whoa. And then I just braced myself. Because once I said whoa, and he said whoa, and he slammed on brakes, and we hit that lady. We hit her hard in the rear. 1,000% our fault. Airbags deployed. Airbags deployed. So the car is totaled. Totaled. The car is totaled. That is my second car in 6 months. I will end up having own three cars in a 6-month period. That's crazy. So basically, when we got the rental car, in Georgia because that's where we were. So it's going to be a pain in the neck to get it back, right? Because we can't return it here. So we can, but it's like $250. So like if you return a car to a different location than where you rented it from, they will oftentimes charge you a hefty price for that. And it's $250. So either we have to pay $250 or we have to drive it back to Georgia. We have to take 2 cars to Georgia and drop it off and then drive back. Or we take 1 car to Georgia and then somebody has to fly or take a train back. And if you're going to fly or take the train, then you might as well pay the $250. So, or to that, you got to take a bus back. So we're still figuring that out. I don't know. So I've got another rental. I've got another rental. And yeah. God doesn't want me to have a car. No, I'm being facetious. So here's the thing. Sometimes sometimes things happen for a reason, right? Because my fiance and we have been debating about this car. Okay, as far as what we should do with it. Because I'm like, look, I don't trust it, right? After what it did on that trip to Georgia for Thanksgiving, I just didn't trust the car. So even though the car made it all the way to Georgia the second time, I just didn't trust the vehicle, period. So I wanted to get something else. And, and then my fiance, I was telling you his car hasn't been the same. So he's like, well, maybe I can drive the Rogue. That's the one that just got crashed. It was a Nissan Rogue. He was like, well, maybe I can drive the Rogue and then you can trade in my car and get you something. And I'm like, still gonna have payment. I don't want a payment. And he's like, well, I'll make the payment since I'm no longer gonna have a payment because you're trading my car in. I will make your car payment. But then I'm like, but no, though, because I don't know the status of my employment long term. And so do I really want to take on a car payment? But at the same time, if his car is not working the way it needs to, we still don't know. But at least now there is no more debate about that Rogue, right? Because it's totaled. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to, I don't know. But anywho, let's get to some fabric. Let's do some haul stuff. So pretty much this is my haul from December. So this is some stuff that I purchased before I found out about my long-term job health. Now, also with that, I did speak to some people and there's a chance that I might still be employed in a year. There's a chance. So at least there's hope. So let me show you guys what I got So one of the things I picked up was this, oops, see the camera here. I picked up this fabric here. I picked up, how much did I get? 3 yards of it. There's a quilt that I'm working on that has this fabric in it. It's called the Book Nook quilt. It's a pattern by Pen and Paper Patterns. They also did the sparrows pattern. If you're familiar with the sparrows, they did the owl pattern, and they did this Book Nook pattern. I'm trying to see if I can find my blocks. But anyway, this, I mean, I have my blocks. I just don't see any blocks that have this fabric in it, which is really weird. Why would that be? Why do none of these blocks have this pink fabric in it? Oh, they're probably in the other blocks. Okay. Anyway, so this print is in that quilt. It's one of the prints that I'm using, and so I needed a backing, and I've got leftover fabric already from the scraps from the project. So I'm probably going to piece that and then add it with this 3 yards to make my backing. So it's going to be kind of a partially pieced back. And this I picked up, this Grunge. These are both from Missouri Star. This is 6 yards. I believe this was like, it was so cheap. Let's see if I can find it here. But it was so stinking cheap. Hold on. I want to say it was like, I don't know. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Here's my... This was, let's see, 43.92 divided by 6. $7.32 a yard. Yeah, so this was $7.32 a yard. I love Grunge. This is an eggplant color. So I bought as much as I could afford to get reasonably, and that was 6 yards. This was $5 and change. No. Hold on. Hold on. 1980 divided by 3. This was $6.60 a yard. This right here. So I liked both of these. So I went and got this. Now the purple, it's probably going to end up being a background for me. Yeah, it'll probably end up being in a background. I don't know, or bindings or backing, who knows, but definitely super excited to get this Grunge. Okay. Some other stuff I picked up. I believe I also picked this up from Missouri Star. These were various 2-yard cuts that they had. And yeah, these were great. I really liked these. I don't know, what are these called? Into the Woods by Katrinka. And this is for Free Spirit. And this is also Into the Woods. So this is also Free Spirit. Same print, different color. And then this one here. Let's see. Let's try to see if I can tell you what this stuff is. This is also Free Spirit, same collection, Into the Woods by Katrinka. So this fabric feels great. It looks great. It's got a lot of like depth and texture. I really just love the colors. And again, like I said, they're 2-yard cuts. So I don't really know what I'm going to do with it yet. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. But I was going to try to get you pricing. So these were it was $11.25 for 2 yards. So y'all can do that math. And they were all $11.25 for 2 yards. I also grabbed these little charm packs, these little So Good charm packs. These were $5.40 a piece. So why not? I thought that it's called So Good. So it's sewing related. I don't normally buy sewing related fabric because I find it to be, kind of one dimensional in my sewing. But I thought this was cute and the price was right. And I loved how colorful it was. So I picked up a couple of charm packs. You never go wrong with a couple of charm packs, especially if you can get them for $5.40 a piece. Another thing that I picked up from Missouri Star was this. This is just half a yard of a 108. And the reason I got half a yard was because that was all that was available was half a yard. Or else I probably would have got more. And this would have made a great backing. But since I was only able to get half a yard, I have no idea what I'll do with this or what this will become. But it was only $2.76 for, and it's a 108, right? So it's 18 inches by 108. This looks like a very generous, measure this here. It must have been into bolt. Because I told you guys it was only like half a yard left. And that was all I was able to buy was the half a yard. And this is clearly more than half a yard. This is actually almost 24 inches. So almost 2/3 of a yard. So I got a little extra. So yeah, this was $2.76. It's pretty. Like I said, the way that this fabric is striped, I have no idea what this will be. Maybe it'll be a pretty binding. It would be great to cut some 108 strips and sew them together for binding. Because then you only have to join like 2 or 3 strips. I could bind like I could bind like 4 quilts with this. Okay. So there was that. I picked up this layer cake because I had to. I forgot how much it cost. I forgot where I bought it from. Let's see. Did I get it from Missouri Star? I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't remember where I got this from. Yeah, I don't remember. And but I feel like it was like $28. I love basic gray. I love basic gray. And I don't normally like Christmas, but I like the way basic gray did Christmas. And y'all know, I don't know if y'all know, but I've said this before, that if I can get color and black, I'm here for it. And so we've got the blacks and just, various like prints here. We've got the grunge because basic gray made grunge. They designed grunge. So they're great over there. So I love the fact that you get these grunge blenders with their line. And so we have the greens and this cool stripe. And just, just various little kind of, you can't even see them all, Christmas prints, another stripe. But I just really thought this was like super cute for a Christmas line. I normally go non-traditional Christmas. So my Christmas will have like pink and purple and teal in there. This is traditional leaning as far as the colors are concerned because it's got the green and the red. But it's also non-traditional because it brings in other colors. And some of the prints are very... They don't have those like, they're not those like Baroque fleur-de-lis, typical Christmas type thing. It's a bit more unique. Love basic gray. They can do no wrong. Okay. I got this from Fat Quarter Shop. That might have come from Fat Quarter Shop. That's probably where it came from. That's probably where it came from because I did make a little purchase at Fat Quarter Shop. Let's see. See if I can find my receipt. But this is called Gathering. This is a Fat Quarter bundle. I thought this was pretty and kind of see the colors. I'm trying to see if I can find my order. But just want to show you these. So this is by Shelly Cavanagh for Benetrex. And it's called Gathering. And this was $31.19. And how many fat quarters are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 20 fat quarters. So with tax and shipping, this was $38.58. So even with the tax and shipping, it was still less than $2 per fat quarter and therefore less than $8 a yard. So just look, see these prints. I love the colors. And this feels very it feels a little art gallery-ish, kind of. Like how their solids feel sometimes, which I like. And they are very true to color. So the color that you are seeing on screen is the color in person. Except this one, the green is actually a bit brighter in real life. Yeah, this one's a bit more vibrant in real life too. Also, this is looking kind of white or cream, these little spaces here, but they're not. This is actually a tone on tone. This is actually all blue. So this is all like a light blue, and then these are blue as well. It's all blue. And so this one here, like this is green. And I think the green kind of shows a little bit better here that that's green. Got some medallions. Some more medallions in a different color. Got this print here. This is the same print, different color. This print again, saw this earlier, I believe, in green or in the blue. So we have it in the blue, we have this kind of pink, and we have this yellow. And then we have this print here. And the same print, but in a different background color. This is blue, and this is kind of it's an extremely, yeah, it's cream. At first it looked like it's extremely pale pink, but it's not. It's definitely cream. And then we have that print again. This is a tone on tone, so you can't really see, but it's this print here, except it's like white and gray. So it's a little, there, you kind of see that there. So I thought this was cute. I love the way these colors work together. Love the way they played together. It's great. So I got that. Okay. Now, this next piece, this was an impulse buy. That Quarter Shop was selling a Grunge bundle, a Grunge scrap pack. It's a 5-yard scrap pack of Grunge basics. But they specifically said that there wasn't going to be any piece that was less than half a yard. And that was important to me because I need to be able to use it, right? So like a quarter yard would have been fine as well. But anything less than that, and it makes the piece kind of unusable for me because I really don't do a whole lot of scrap quilting. I mean, I do scrap quilts, but I use pre-cuts to do it. So like I couldn't, like if I just get like these little pieces, which is what you get sometimes, like then they're not as usable for me. So I'm like, and I kind of trust Fat Quarter Shop. I feel like they really stand behind what they do. And I feel like Kimberly wouldn't sell a scrap pack that she herself would be disappointed if she received. And so I bit the bullet and decided, and I was not disappointed. I was not disappointed. So I'm going to show you guys the grunges. These are great. I think I had counted up my yards. I think I got a little bit more than 5 yards. I think it ended up being like 5 3/4 maybe. But we got this great black here. Awesome. Can't go wrong with that. And then look. Y'all know I love blue and teal. So then we got this great teal here. We got another great blue here. We got a nice cream color. Like, I was over the moon when I saw this because I was actually like kicking myself for ordering it. Like, why did you get that? And then here's a gray. Oh, shoot. Sorry, they fell down. And then here's a different gray. And then we've got a fuchsia and another blue. And this blue, like, I love, this is peacock blue. I love this grunge color. I love it. So this is what I got. And so each one of these is at least half a yard, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. But they're bigger. Some of them are bigger. Like, especially this black piece here. Like, this is like a nice chunky piece. Let's measure it. This is like 32 inches. So, yeah. This one's way, way more than half a yard. So I love this because all of this can be used. I collect half yards. I collect fat quarters. This is perfect for my collection. So super over the moon. Even though I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have. I'm really glad that I did. Really glad that I did. How much was this thing? Do I have? No, I don't remember. I do believe it might have been on sale. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. It's bugging me that I can't remember how much it cost. And I can't find the email confirmation. Okay. So pick that up. Grab the rest of this stuff here. I also grabbed this from Missouri Star. I believe it was on sale. It was like super cheap. And this was, how much was this? I'm not sure. I don't remember how much it was. But you can make, I think, 2 key fobs. You have everything you need to make 2 key fobs. I don't know why that is. You don't need to buy this kit to make a key fob. You really don't. But I got it. Oh, so that peppermint bark layer cake was $25.62. The grunge was $41.93. So $41.93, and I think I got like 5.75 yards. So it's like $7.29 a yard. Not too bad. Not too shabby. I got some patterns because, I got a problem. This one I got, this is by Quilty Love by Emily Dennis. And I thought this was cute. This is a stained glass windows quilt. 3 different sizes, uses fat quarters, and some coordinating yardage. Y'all can't see all those tiny words. But this is the pattern. I thought this was cute. even though I can clearly tell that it involves a lot of snowballed corners, and I hate snowballing corners. I liked this pattern. I got this one. This is the XOXO quilt. And, well, also they were on sale. So that stained glass pattern was $6. So this was $6. This is $5.99. This was $6.49. I really liked this. This is a unique quilt. I like this. And you can use 18 fat quarters to do it and only 1 yard of background. Love it. Because that purple grunge, I can make this from some batik fat quarters and use that purple grunge for the background and the white. I kind of like this kind of scalloped edge. Super cute. Very interesting. And then lastly, I got this pattern. Well, not lastly, this double Dutch quilt pattern by Layla Boutique. I like this one too. This was $4.99. And this also uses fat eighths or fat quarters. Like to find me a good fat eighth pattern. I really do. Somebody's outside my house right now. Oh, it's the UPS. This is the UPS man. I don't think I ordered anything, so it's probably for one of my kids. Yeah, so this is by Layla Boutique. It's called Double Dutch, Vanessa Gertsen. Just really interesting pattern. I like this. And then here, I got this one here. It's a little hard to see. This is called the Rebecca. This is by the Nomadic Quilter. This, we've got 4 sizes, and we use fat quarters and or jelly rolls. Well, no. We use fat quarters and yardage or fat quarters and a jelly roll. So if I can try to give you a better idea of the pattern, it's kind of, I can't explain it. Sometimes my printer does well when it prints, and sometimes it doesn't. So you really can't tell how great this pattern is in the intricacies of it, because you can't really see it that well because it didn't print that well. And lastly, I got the Root Bundle by eBond for Free Spirit. So eBond did a line last year that was like all black and white with just one skew of yellow. No, I take that back. There was also some brown in there and a little bit of blue worked in. I love that line. It was called Glyphs. Glyphs by eBond for Free Spirit. eBond is an African-American woman, which makes me happy. Okay. So I'm going to show you this bundle. It's abstract and artistic, and I love it. I love the color. This definitely has more color than the other line, but you can definitely tell it's from the same designer because she has some of those signature like Aboriginal shapes that were in Glyphs. And this is called Root. Now, I was going to buy this from GE Designs, right? Because she had a 15-piece bundle, and that's where I was going to get it from. And it was like $108. I was like, wow. But this is really pretty, and I'm gonna get this and I knew what I was going to use it for. I have a specific purpose. It's not going to sit on the shelf. So I signed up in December. I signed up for Gudrun's virtual retreat. And so for the virtual retreat, we are getting a 15-piece bundle that we got to choose. Now, I chose my 15-piece bundle, but then once she mocked up the quilts using my bundle, I did not like the quilts. Even though I liked the fabric in the bundle, I did not like the finished quilt using that bundle. And so I was like, I need to use a different bundle. So when Root came out, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to use that as my my retreat fabric. And basically, because I went through my stash first to see if I had something, and there really just wasn't anything that I was feeling that was 15 pieces. And so I went on Gudrun's site to buy it. And then for some reason, like my PayPal wasn't working. And since my PayPal wasn't working, like I couldn't buy it at the time. And so I had to wait. And so I went back the next day because I realized what happened was I never activated the daggone card. Um, like I used the card digitally, but I normally don't enter in the number. And I guess since I didn't activate the card, um, I don't know. It didn't make sense because I had already used it online. But I guess once the physical card came, it had to be activated, and I didn't know that. So I decided that this was going to be my retreat bundle. And so I had went back when I figured out what was wrong. I went back to her website to purchase the bundle, and it was sold out. So I started looking for other places, and I found an Etsy shop, which made me happy because I was able to, even though Gudrun is a small business and a small creator, I think she's a very, very small business. She's probably less than 10 people, certainly. But for me, I went looking around, and like I said, I found it on an Etsy shop, and it was the full bundle. So it was all 16 pieces, and it was cheaper. It was $94. And there was a 10% coupon code, but I forgot to use that. So with Gudrun, it would have been $108 plus $12 shipping. And I think all in, it was going to be like $128. This bundle, by getting it through, it's called Art Fabric Studios is what I believe it's called. So by getting the bundle through them, through on the Etsy site, and there was free shipping, I think it ended up being $100 even. So I'm gonna show you these guys because they're so pretty. You're gonna lose your mind. Okay, let's get this. I got stuff sticking out here. So that's the first one. You kind of got these great circles and just it's just very, very abstract. I love it. I love the color. Love the color. And then we have this one here. It's a 16-piece bundle, so I gotta put them kind of tight. And we have this one here. I adore this print. I love this. I think that it's so phenomenal. Free Spirit is just doing great things right now. They are certainly more indie, and less traditional. You've got Tula. Now you've got eBond. There's another one over there. I cannot remember her name right now, but I bought some of her fabric. Also over there at Free Spirit. And also, I did not know Free Spirit is here in North Carolina with me. I need to look these people up. I know they're not in my city, but they're in my state. Look at this. You kind of got the typographic. There's just so much going on in it, but it just all works. We've got the red, and then it's like kind of splotchiness, and then we've got all these random numbers, and then these circles disconnected. It's just amazing. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, I'm going to try to move quickly through these because, again, I'm almost at 40 minutes. Like I said, this collection is gorgeous. And I'm glad I bought it because it's the last thing I'm going to be buying. Can't buy nothing else. So I probably wouldn't have purchased this if I hadn't already bought it before I knew what was going to happen. But it made me happy, and I'm glad I got it. There's this one here. There's just so much color in this line. This one, I love this one too. I love this one. Even though it doesn't have all the color, I love this print. And I love this one too. I like the kind of the stripe. I don't know. I just like this. And I like the fact that when I cut this up for a quilt, it's going to always be different. It's going to always be, because depending on where I cut, like if I cut this into strips, they're going to be, like if I cut a 10-inch square, like depending on where I cut the square, they're going to look totally different. And if I cut strips, they're going to be totally different. Like I can get like one, two, like three or four different like color combinations from one half yard, which is pretty fabulous. Oh, these aren't they're not folded the way I normally fold my fabric. So I'm going to have to refold all of these the way I fold my stuff so that it can fit on my shelf. And then we have this leaf print here. It's kind of like an abstract leaf print. Very pretty. Y'all, I'm running out of space. Okay, let's move them over. Make some room. Okay, we have another purple. Let's print here. We've got this print here. Really like this one too. Love just how this looks. I cannot wait to see how this line is going to look once you cut it up. Right? Like it's going to be so amazing once it's cut up. Because it's going to be so different. Like again, like this one here. Look at this one. Like it's going to look like every cut is going to look different. Like there's not going to be any uniformity. You're going to be able to tell it's kind of from the same fabric, but there's not going to be any uniformity. And here we got again, except before, so this is also kind of a stripe, but the other one was more up and down, and this is more this way. So you're going to get completely different stuff, like completely different stuff. You cut a strip, if you cut this into 2.5-inch strips, you're going to get different stuff from like every strip. Almost every strip is going to look different. So amazing. Why does everybody and their mother... Did my son put the trash cans out? He probably didn't. I'm going to have to check that. And the very last print is this one here. I love this one too. It's gorgeous. It's so awesome. It is so awesome. I love this line. I'm glad that I bought it before I knew about my job status because I'm really happy to have it. And I'm really happy to be using it soon because retreat is in March. So I will be starching up this fabric and sewing with it in March. Isn't that crazy? So I can't wait to use this. I've got to figure out for the retreat, I've got to figure out if I can use the accent that Gudrun is providing for the other bundle with this bundle. And I can't tell online. I'm not able to tell. So I might see what I have in my stash. That purple grunge might make an appearance. Because there's so much color in here, you could pretty much use anything. There's literally purple like all over, like parts of it. There's like a little bit of purple in here, like just hidden purple. Of course, this is largely purple. There's purple in here. There's purple in here. This kind of color is purpley. There's pink and purple in this print here. Not too much purple in here, but the blues and stuff might lean purple or reed purple. This is kind of a purplish fuchsia, so there is some purple here. This is just fuchsia. Not a whole lot of purple in this print here. No purple here. But I feel like there's enough purple in this line that that might be an option to pull in that grunge. I'm going to have to test that out. Definitely some purple in this print, like just scattered about. And there's some scattered pink and purple in this print as well. And even a little bit of kind of fuchsia purplish in this one as well. So that purple grunge might make an appearance as my accent or my background or something like that. I am unsure yet. I have to wait and see. So I think I'm going to wait until the box comes because Goodrin doesn't send out the box until we get close to retreat. So when the box ships, then I'll be able to look at that fabric and hold it up to this and see. But I feel like no matter what, I'm going to pull from my stash. So if I can't, if I don't like the colors that Goodrin is sending, I think one is like green and one is gray. The gray should be fine. I'm not sure about the green. If the green might be fine, but I don't know because I can't capture the tone of the green on screen. It can be difficult to tell the full depth of color of something when it's on your when you're looking at it on a screen. So I don't know. We shall see. So that was my life update and my December haul. I will not be having a January haul video, clearly. And I won't be doing mini haul videos going forward, clearly. But honestly, that was going to be kind of a plan anyway, because I just have too much, right? I just already have too much fabric and I'm running out of space for the fabric that I have. So it really just doesn't make sense to buy new stuff. My stash is on 10, okay? On a scale of 1 to 10, my stash is, for me, a nice 9.5, okay? It's pretty hefty. It's pretty good. So I need to make quilts shopping from my stash, and then I need to only purchase things that I love. So of everything that I bought, if I had to like do it over again and pick of what I would really want and want to keep, it would definitely be this root bundle, right? It would definitely be this grunge. And it would definitely be these two 2-yard cuts that I got. The green one, it's pretty. I could take or leave it though. But I like the green because since it is lighter, I can use this as a background. That's what I bought these for. I bought these for backgrounds because I don't really like white backgrounds. So I bought these to use as backgrounds. But looking at this, it could end up being a little too dark depending on what fabric line I use with it. I don't know. But this one is light enough to go with a lot of things. And this purple is pretty light too. So that's of everything that I showed you. The things that I am like, yeah, if I could send this stuff back, the stuff that I would keep would be these three, this root bundle, and the grunge pack that I showed you, and that peppermint burnt layer cake. Because I tried really hard not to buy that layer cake. For a long time. Christmas fabric comes out early. So that peppermint bark came out, I don't know, sometime early to mid 2022. And I kept seeing it and seeing it and seeing it and I wanted it, but I didn't buy it because I have a lot of layer cakes. So when I finally was able to snatch it up, $25, I went ahead and got it. And I don't regret it. And I'd probably keep the patterns too. But I could easily like this fat quarter bundle here, the Gathering fat quarter bundle. I didn't need that. I could do without that. I mean, I could have did without that, honestly. I just got it because of the price. I'm like, I can get with the tax and shipping, it's only $38 and it's a 20-piece bundle. Give it here. So that's what happened with that. Anyway, I think that's a wrap. I think that's it. Yeah, so I gotta find a car. And yeah. And I got some other videos I need to make too. So I need to work on that as well. But that is it for me. That is my life update and my haul. As far as my mental health is concerned, you know, I'm still not all me. I'm still not all me. I have not sought out a professional yet because it was just kind of hectic with, because right after everything was happening, that's when his dad was coming and was going to be here. And it was just like, and I just haven't had an opportunity to find the right person. So I do need to work on that. It is important. Um, so yeah, yeah. So life be lifing, but I'm hanging in there. And I'm not quite as it's not quite as bad as it was, say, a month ago. Because a month ago it was pretty I was pretty not in a good place. I was not in a good pace. I was not um like I didn't want to like hurt myself or anything like that, okay? But I felt really bad, like really bad all the time. And I would cry for no reason, like wail for no reason, like no earthly reason. And I'm just, anywho, this video is way longer than I wanted it to be, as all my haul videos are. But I hope you enjoyed the content. Like, comment, subscribe, share my video if you think somebody might want to see it. I'd appreciate that. Any way we can get the word out, I'm here for it. So thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you for supporting my channel. And thank you for watching this video. And I will see you guys on the next one. Have a great day.